so now we're coming to my sixth, the number 6 dram of the night, and it's going to be the last one. I started out with, where did I start out? That was Singleton of Dufton, 40% alcohol by volume. Next I went on to 100 bushels malted rye from Saskatchewan. Following that, I had some of my Infinity Canadian. That's basically my Canadian whiskey that's been collected over time, and the bottle's been, it was full bottle, so I had to take a dram out to put some sample of that 100 bushels in there. Next, I had the Yellow Spot Irish triple distilled pot still whiskey, and following that, while waiting for the video to render, I had Canadian whiskey. It was a Danfield's 40% 10-year-old Canadian whiskey that was sent to me by Sneerson some time back, and I still had a couple 25 milliliter bottles of that, or samples of that, you know, these little guys here. So I poured 2 of those into one quake-sized dram, and there we go. So that was 1, 2. This will be the 6th, and the 6th is a whiskey that I have had a few times before, and realized to my chagrin sometime in 2017. Let's see what the date was. Oh, sometime in November of 2017, that I had not made a video about it. I'd had this 2 or 3 times in the last 4 years, but I had never made a video about it. So now, 6 months or so after I realized this, I should make a video about the Caol Ila 12. It's got to be done just for the sake of completeness. You know, it's really nice that they even have, it even says Caol Ila on the inside of the box. Well, what I'm going to do first is pour a dram, and then I'm going to read all the stuff that's on the box. And let you know, Caol Ila 12 is quite a standard Islay whiskey. Not quite as heavily peated as Ardbeg, Lagavulin, and Lafroig from the south. Has a decent pop though. I've never had a Caol Ila that I didn't like. Oh, there was 1 or 2 that took some time to open up, especially the unpeated versions, because you don't expect that. You expect from Caol Ila some peat. Okay, what it says here is Caol Ila. Each expression of Caol Ila, yeah, it says say Caol Ila, reflects a special quality of the light at this remote Islay distillery, where sublime malt whiskies have been made for over 160 years. Together they picture a day in its secret cove on the Sound of Islay. The smoothness and fine balance of Caol Ila 12-year-old suggests the rounded shapes of the stills, softly outlined in a cloudy day's first glimpse of the sun. Fresh and fruity, it is a classic expression of the Caol Ila character, first seen in 1846. Here are those spicy sea air aromas and sweet, smoky, dry flavors elegantly expressed with a clarity and balance that come from perfect maturation. Age 12 years, drink responsibly. The Caol Ila word and associated logos are trademarks. Okay. Very good. And it says in 4 languages to drink responsibly so that Caol Ila doesn't have any liability. Fresh, sweetly fruity, and smooth-bodied Caol Ila 12-year-old is as rounded and clear as the shapes of the still room, glimpsed by hazy shafts of sunlight glancing through the morning cloud. Caol Ila Distillery, Port Ascaig, Isle of Islay. 43% alcohol by volume, 75 CLs or 750 mils. Single malt Scotch Whisky. And what does it say on the bottle? Probably the same thing as it took me 6 minutes to say on the box. Islay single malt Scotch Whisky. Oh, here we are. Out of sight in a remote cove near Port Ascaig lies Caol Ila, its hidden gem among Islay's distilleries since 1846. Not easy to find. Caol Ila's secret malt is nonetheless highly prized among devotees of the Islay style. Caol Ila Distillery, Port Ascaig. 43% alcohol by volume, but here it says here, Caol Ila lies close to Loch Namban, source of its pure mash water. The sea provides water for cooling and once brought steamers to collect a whiskey appreciated for its balanced, fresh style. Lighter bodied than many Islay malts, yet with all their typical peatiness. Aha! Well, there you got the gist of what Caol Ila is about. And is it? DrinkIQ.com. Okay. It does not say Diageo on it, so it's not a Diageo. I thought Caol Ila was part of Diageo, but I could be wrong. Okay. 8 minutes to go through all of that. I might as well get this part out of the way here. And at the liquor store, BC liquor store, it's $80.99, or it was when I bought it. 10 cents bottle deposit. And $8.10 provincial sales tax, liquor tax that is, and Canadian goods and services tax, $4.05. Out the door for $93.24. Yeah, and that was on the 23rd of November, 2017. So I don't think the price has changed since then, 6 months ago. I don't know. But at the time, I was in a bit of a panic because I couldn't find this in my local store, so I had to go searching through other stores to find it. Only to realize that stores that are not, the private stores had it still. Right away. An oily peat. It's not harsh at all. It's a very, very alkaline appearing peat, slippery. It's got tar, got a bit of iodine, a bit of bonfire. A lovely nose. but not quite as extreme as Ardbeg or Lafroig. Still nice. We're talking balance. Let's have some water. Yeah, I've had this a number of times, but I've never made a video about it. Oh, that is nice. It suggests that it's going to be sweet too. Just going by the nose, that the nose is not harsh. The nose is rounded. The nose is let's just say that all the rough edges are gone. It's rounded. Tar, bit of creosote. I'm also getting a little bit of citrus. It's sort of like halfway between an orange and lemon. Not unpleasant at all. Let's taste it. The mouthfeel is slippery and alkaline, definitely. The flavor is peat and smoke and a little bit of salt, but I'm not going to base my evaluation on one sip. I will have to have a second sip. Damn, I forgot how good this is. Oh, nice. I really forgot how good this is. Rounded, alkaline, slippery, beautiful mouthfeel. I'm getting some brine, quite a bit of brine, salt and a little bit of tar, bit of iodine. No, not so much iodine, just tar. Warm tar. Not hot, but warm. And along with that tar flavor, I'm getting hints of wood. Oh, coming back to the nose, it's lovely. This is bottled at 43% alcohol by volume. I don't believe it's going to need any water. I'm coming back to this a few days later because on Sunday night I made the video and then I got silly and I wasn't satisfied with the results of the tasting, so I'm going to come back now sober and taste it. I've not had a drop to drink yet. I'm completely here. And this is my Caol Ila report. I got fresh tar, citrus, excuse me, lime, there's lime, warmth. There's a tarry warmth to it. Lime, it's a little bit salty, a little bit maritime. But the citrus that I get this time is lime. The bottle has been open a few days. What else? Is there any complexity beyond that? I'm not getting any fruity things besides the lime. There's some vanilla. Some something a bit nutty. But the lime and the peat and the fresh peat smoke are mostly what I'm getting. Let's taste it. Salty, briny, limey. Slippery mouthfeel. Slippery, alkaline. Salt, brine, right on the tongue. While there's salt on the tongue, it's surrounded by lime. So that's the fruity component, lime. Underneath that, there's just a bit of caramel, but the smoke is overpowering. The peat is strong here. It's a medicinal kind of peat rather than the bonfire type. It's definitely tarry. Creosote pitch. Creosote, lots of creosote. I forgot how good this is. It's really nice. And like it said on the box, that it has a lighter body than say a Lafroig or a Lagavulin or an Ardbeg, but it has just as much peat. And I'm sure that if my ex were with me today, and if I was to get near her, she always hated the smell of peat on my breath. She would make a face and go just like she's about to do at the very end. Slancha.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.